Hey guys, DIY Maniac John P coming at you from my home gym. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Fitness Reality dip bar attachments for our power rack. I purchased the dip bars on Amazon for about $120 Canadian shipped. The bars themselves are a 1.5 inch tubular construction, so that's where you're going to be putting your hand. They're designed for a 2x2 power cage or power rack with a 1-inch hole. The dip bars themselves have a protective rubber inside the part that comes around your cage that are going to help protect the finish of your cage, as well as the 1-inch pin that goes through the hole. That on itself locks it in pretty well, but it also has the addition of a safety pin that slides through. And we're going to see that when we do the install onto the cage. So follow along. We took delivery of the dip bars today. So these were ordered on the weekend and we're now Wednesday. So it took about 3-4 days to come from the US to Canada. Not bad at all. Very quick shipping. So here's how they arrive. They arrive in the manufacturer's box, Fitness Reality, 2x2 dip bars, so left and right. And there's the part number there, 2817. If we look inside the box, we'll see how they're packaged. So a little bit of styrofoam on the outside edges, no styrofoam on the front or back. So packaging definitely is not the greatest. Comes with a little bit of an instruction manual for the dip bars and the safety cords, probably telling you how to install them. The typical stop, contact us if there's any issues. So we'll take the first dip bar out. It's in its plastic bag. And the second one located under a piece of cardboard right there. So I'm going to get these unpackaged from the plastic bag and we'll look at how they're installed onto the rack itself. So here we are with the dip bar and we're going to be ready to install it onto the cage itself. So as I mentioned, it's a 1.5 inch tubing, so giving you good purchase with your grip onto the bar. Very heavily constructed. They weigh a good amount. I want to say about 10 pounds. As mentioned, if you look on the inside of where it wraps around the cage itself, it has some rubber protector to help protect that finish of the cage. To install it, it's very straightforward. We're going to slide it through. Now the advantage of these dip bars over a standalone dip station is we have the versatility to go as high as low as we want with the dip bars themselves. Meaning perfect for dips depending on your height, but also you could do some other exercises. You could bring the dip bars lower on your cage, allowing you to do lie down rows, so for a back exercise. So once you find the optimal height for yourself, depending on your height, you're going to slide it in as such. And then we have this safety pin here that's on the lanyard. And there's 2 holes to slide the pin through, which helps really secure the bars in place. Yes, there is some movement, so there is some leeway in the opening. However, once you put your weight on it, it's not like it's going to be wiggling around. I would have liked to see it a little bit tighter tolerance, but I've already done a workout with them and I didn't find any negative aspect in that looseness. So I'm going to go ahead now, install the other one, and then we're going to look at what it looks like when you're doing the exercise with them installed. So with the bars installed, we have some possibility in how we want them placed. The bars themselves are not fully straight front to back. They do have a taper inwards, meaning the way I have them set up right now, the bars sit away from each other. So they open up as you come more forward, causing your wrist to be turned more outwards. If that's something that you find uncomfortable, that can be remedied by just removing the dip bar itself. And instead of installing through the back, we install through the front. And this now what it does is opens up and so it brings the bars back into the cage and now causes our bars to sit pointed inwards. So allowing your wrist to turn more inside. And I actually prefer it that way. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the same thing with this side. Putting the pin through. And this now brings the bars inwards and causes our wrist to turn inwards, which we could find more comfortable. With the bars now installed in the cage, we could really see what it's going to look like and how the spacing is going to be. That's a big concern a lot of people have with this setup, is they're always wondering, is it going to be too wide? Is it going to be too narrow? So to give you a bit of a perspective, I'm a little over 6'1", and I find in my particular cage, which is a pretty standard spacing, I find that the spacing of the dip bars themselves are perfect. It's allowing my elbows to stay nice and in. I'm not chicken winging at all because they're too far away or too close. The 1.5-inch tubing for the construction is really nice. It's really giving me that good purchase on the bars and making them feel secure. I'm very impressed with the construction. There's gussets welded to support these bars, and the finish has a nice texture as well. So now we're going to take a look at how it looks when I'm doing my dips so you can see how it fits. And as you can see, my elbows are staying nice and in. It allows me good movement. And of course, like I said, depending on your height, you can move. The advantage of having it in a rack is these dip bars can be moved up or down. So I'm really enjoying these. I've been using them for a few days, and I'm really finding it a versatile addition to the home gym. Like many of us, I was considering buying a dip station, which would be an added equipment to my already limited size home gym. By having the dip bars that go onto my rack, I'm adding a piece of equipment, but not taking up any more space. And it gives me that added versatility. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I'd also like to say I'd like to see you come out onto my Instagram channel. The link is down below. I'm putting a lot of content on there that's not always related to my videos, so it might be a fun follow for you guys. If you have any comments or questions regarding the dip bars themselves or anything else in my home gym, or just anything in general, feel free to leave a comment down below. Remember to like and subscribe. Happy holidays, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.